The 1989 Hong Kong Snooker Gold Cup, staged at the Queen Elizabeth Stadium in Happy Valley. Best of 11 frames between world's #1 there, Steve Davis, and the unpredictable Alex Hurricane Higgins, or perhaps more appropriate for this part of the world, Alex Typhoon Higgins. Here's the opening frame, commentator Barry Hearn.
And Steve Davis set to break the balls for the final of the 1989 Hong Kong Snooker Gold Cup. $500,000 Hong Kong dollars awaits the winner. Played here at the Queen Elizabeth Stadium. First chance to Alex Higgins, and his left one left direct to Steve Davis in the top right-hand pocket. He'll be trying to stun through this and stay on the break. It looks perfect. Oh, and a bad miss by Davis. Obviously nerves at the beginning of this very important match. This is the 29th time these two players have met. The score so far is 24 matches to Steve Davis and 4 wins to Alex Higgins. So it's been pretty one-sided over the last few years. But Alex will be trying very hard today. Perhaps has the psychological advantage of a win over Steve Davis in yesterday's round-robin event. Steve Davis has already said that he's suffering a little bit from jet lag this week. He's been on an extensive holiday in America, whereas Alex Higgins has been playing snooker in the Far East for the last 6 weeks. So it should be an interesting clash between these two great players, two of the biggest names in the world of snooker. Wonderful contrast of styles. Alex Higgins, bundle of nerves. Steve Davis, the Iceman. Both of them great players. Safety shot from Alex. Split the reds nicely, waiting for the first mistake. This match played over the best of 11 frames, a reasonably long distance, but winning the first frame terribly important to both players. Tremendous pot from Davis there, perfect position on the black, and they'll be looking to make a decent break from this position. Perfect pitch of Davis's cue action then. Stuns the white, cross for the black. The red split. Referee Joseph Lowe, who spots the black ball. Davis in perfect position.
17.
Break goes to 24.
24.
Still 4 or 5 reds out in the open, so he won't need to split the pack behind the pink at this stage. Just the odd reds.
25.
Steve's been practicing all day today, as has Alex Higgins. Both of them know how important this game is. It's the first tournament of the season as far as Davis is concerned. And these balls are spread in a beautiful position for him to make a frame-winning break here.
$33. 38.
Break goes to 38 and still 3 reds in an open position to play off.
39. 44.
Now Davis will have to start thinking about what to do after these 2 other reds are taken. Maybe looking for an angle on the blue in a couple of shots' time
45.
to split the other reds below the pink. He's looking to see if one red goes. If he can get the position, red would enable him to land on the black and perfectly split the other reds to clear enough balls to win this first frame. Well, he's played to that red, so I assume it goes.
47.
But obviously he feels it's too risky a shot. Takes the other red into the bottom left-hand pocket.
48.
6 reds left on the table, so the frame is not yet won. This is a very important shot coming up. Break goes to 50. Now a tough red if he takes this on into the middle pocket. Alex looks on. Yes, a very tough shot.
Steve Davis, 50.
For the break of 50. A fine start for Steve in this best of 11 final. Tremendous red from Alex Higgins.
1.
Good position. Typical Higgins pot then, just when you didn't expect it. Probably the worst person to commentate for. Alex Higgins, so unpredictable, both on the table and of course off the table. Another tremendous shot from Alex Higgins there. He's opened up these reds. If he can pot this black and get on the red, this frame may well be savable by the Irishman. It's a safety shot now.
14.
Well, he's going for absolutely everything here. That was a tremendous pot from Alex Higgins. As I said, almost impossible
15.
to predict what shot he's going to come out with next. Of course, it's perfect position. If these 2 players are going to play like this all night, I think the Hong Kong fans are in for a feast of snooker.
21.
Break goes up to 21. Alex is very much back in this game now. And just
Alex
as we
Higgins,
see
21.
Alex smiles. He's been very fortunate there. Snooker Davis on the second but last red. Just camera angle shows that I don't believe that red goes. And of course, with Davis 30 points in front, he only really needs one red and a black to be sure of the first frame. Nevertheless, he has to play safety. It's Mr. Higgins back on the table. Won the World Championship in 1972 and 1982. 40 years old. Feels sure there's a lot more snooker left in him. I don't know any other player that would disagree with that remark. Here he is now in the final, the Hong Kong Gold Cup. Tremendous amount of body movement there on his shot. But again, seems to have a very reasonable result the way the red's finished. Steve Davis looks on. 6 times world snooker champion. Arguably the greatest player ever to have held a cue. And what battles these two have had in the past. Good shot from Davis. Left the white tucked up on the black rail, making safety shot very difficult for Higgins. And that's not too bad. Steve will be pleased that that green is tucked on the bottom rail, because that's fairly safe should Alex get in and pot the last 2 reds. And that is not the greatest safety shot Steve Davis has ever played. And the white's down the table, but the red is very possible. Not to be. Now Steve will look at this second red. First frame so important in any match. Enable the player to settle. Steve opts for another safety shot. Alex Higgins asks referee Joseph Lowe to clean the white ball. Very experienced referee from Hong Kong, Joseph Lowe. It's reached a standard where it's no longer necessary to bring in English referees for these important matches. And that was a dreadful shot from Alex Higgins. It's amazing. 1 minute he's potting balls you can't believe anyone else can pot. Next minute, really basic errors, and a tremendous chance for Davis to clinch the first frame here.
One.
Just a colour now to need Alex Higgins requiring snookers. And that should be the first frame. Steve Davis 37 points in front, and I can't see him taking any chances on this ball. No, nice little safety shot, ending up somewhere around the blue.
7.
Well, he did well to hit that, but I shall be surprised if he doesn't leave Davis an easy potting shot here. And that red clearly makes that frame over.
1. 5. Seven.
And Davis just going through the motion now, clearing these last few balls. This is not an easy green by any manner, but he's 40 odd in points, the frame in front, and frame's clearly won.
10. Steve Davis, 10.
Well, that gives Steve an enormous lead, of course, but Alex looks like he needs a bit of putting practice. People often wonder why a player continues to play when he's so far behind. Well, a little bit of confidence, pot a few balls, a few pockets.
9.
This frame is dead, of course, but there probably many more chances will come his way in the next few frames. He needs to get himself queuing.
15.
Clearly the world champion Steve Davis is in fine form here. Alex Higgins takes the black, or tries a treble, and just misses it. First frame for Davis.
Well, in fact, Steve Davis went on to win the next 3 frames, 95-15, 68-57 and 56-11, to give him a 4-0 lead going into the 5th frame. We'll be back after the break.
Frame 5 in this best of 11 frame match, leading 4 frames to 0. And it has to be said that Alex Higgins has had his chances. He's just not taking them at the moment. One thing you can never do with Alex is write him off. So let's see what he can come up with now. First blood to Alex in frame 5. I would imagine a safety shot from him now, possibly a roll up behind the brown. It's 4-0 down, Alex, but then he was 2-0 down against Jimmy White in yesterday's round robin event and trailed 47-0 in the 3rd frame before recovering to win the match 3 frames to 2. So you can never write him off. This is the difference with Alex Higgins. He's actually gone to pot this brown. Crowd response. I think 99 players out of 100 would have rolled up behind the brown for safety, but not Higgins. Perfect angle on the blue.
11.
Now this is a bit more like the Alex we know.
19.
He still seems to jump a lot on each shot, but he's cueing very sweetly now.
20.
Well, he knows he's got a mountain to climb in this match from 4-0 down, but if anyone can do it, it's the Hurricane.
$25. 26.
The perfect angle now on the black. He'll smash this in the top pocket, come off the bottom cushion and go into the pack of reds. Well, he knocked one out, but he's a little unlucky not to get hold of the pack a bit stronger then.
33.
And the mood he's in, I fancy he'll go for this. A great shot.
34.
Rather unlucky. Kissing the black and putting it safely. He's in no option but to play a safety shot. Thin edge off the black.
Alex Higgins, 34.
Nothing much wrong with that. It's Higgins with the 34 advantage, 34-point advantage this frame. Davis plays and hits the pink.
Foul. Alex Higgins, 6.
It's a 6-point penalty to Alex Higgins. And his turn for another safety shot. That's a nice shot from Alex. He's split all the reds. Put Davis in trouble on the top cushion. Now, can Alex Higgins capitalise on this opening advantage? He's been in front in nearly every frame, forced errors like that out of Steve Davis, but then failed to take advantage himself and let Steve Davis back into each of the previous 4 frames. Davis may have left the bottom red out in the open for Alex Higgins here. Alex will definitely take this on. Yes, a little unlucky there. Failed to clear the pack of reds. Leaves himself with a little safety shot now. Alex Higgins was in Hong Kong just a few weeks ago for the Hong Kong Open. He arrived late for the beginning of his match and was fined a frame in a rather sensational exit. If anything, this Irishman's career has never lacked controversy. He seems to find more space in the tabloids than he does on the table. Nevertheless, he remains a great talent. His victory in the Irish Masters by 9 frames to 8 over Stephen Hendry was a tremendous performance earlier this year. And just when you write him off, he seems to pop back on the scene.
Alex Higgins, 1.
41-point advantage there for the Irishman. This is when Davis is at his most dangerous. Just when you think you've got him on the ropes, he springs back. Now, can Davis see the red nearest the middle pocket? I think he can. That was a poor shot from Alex.
1.
And the black's out of play, but Davis will probably try to manoeuvre around the pink should he get the opportunity. Just checking if the pink goes in the bottom pocket. Davis was in vintage form last night when he defeated Jimmy White 3 frames to 1 with a magnificent 87 break in the final frame. A frame when there was very few balls in the open, and in fact he was very unlucky not to get a 100 break. It would have been a very well-deserved century. So far we haven't had a 100 break in this year's Hong Kong tournament. To see if these two QS can give us one.
11.
Good red from Davis. Now you may well see him try and get the black back in the game here, either by pushing out the table or standing behind the black itself.
Steve Davis, 11.
Deficit reduced to 30. More important, Davis has gained a tactical advantage. Steve Davis, of course, lives on a 200-acre farm on the outskirts of Romford, home of the Metro, where he practices with his father Bill. Certainly Dad Bill's done a good job on this young boy, although Steve himself now is 32 years of age. And there are youngsters snapping at his heels all over the snooker playing world. Played a double and took a bit of a chance, but fluked the red.
1.
Steve smiles, and that was a bit of a bonus. Higgins wondered who else he's got to play to win a frame. No tremendous tactical swing there. It's a tough shot now to get on the next red after this pink. And that will probably cannon the yellow and single the end of break. But nevertheless,
7.
Steve may have looked at a plant here. Yes, never quite went.
Steve Davis, 7.
The red down the bottom. Well, both reds, in fact, have come out in the open for Alex, who is 23 points in front, and really has got to start taking chances like that, like this, if he's going to trouble Davis in this best of 11 frame final.
1.
Alex Higgins, of course, from Manchester, previously of Northern Ireland. And nearly his turn for a fluke then, but not
Alex
to be.
Higgins, 1.
Again, neither player really settling in this frame. 42 points to 18 in favour of Higgins, but he's trails by 4 frames to 0. This is a very important frame for Alex Higgins. Effectively out of the match, I believe, if he drops this one. And Davis played the cross double, but his real shot there was a safety one. That looks a very good shot from Higgins. As he pushes it along himself, wheels it closer behind the black. And I think Steve has spotted just a bit of red sticking out here, so he does have a chance to come back to safety. Yes, but he's hit that bit thick. Nevertheless, he's still down the bottom end of the table. A straightforward safety shot for Alex. And that could be disastrous for Alex Higgins.
Foul. Steve Davis, 4.
The 4 points useful, but should Davis pot this red in the middle, the other two reds of course are in the open and he can really get back in this game. He trails by 20 points.
1.
A positional shot now off this brown. We'll decide if Davis is going to trouble this frame. That looks about perfect. I should think Alex is quite pleased where the green is.
5.
Right on cushion, top cushion, looks to be safe.
6.
But once again, the pattern of this match is Alex Higgins taking an early lead, but surrendering his tactical advantage by usually one bad shot. Well, this pink will put Davis in front. I beg your pardon, this pink will put Davis 1 point behind Alex Higgins. And already he's thinking of how he can pot the yellow and get the green into play. Well, it's going to be a very tough shot to pot this yellow and stay on the green. Now an even tougher shot to roll this green down the rail. Well, superb shot from Davis there. He has a 4 point lead, which means if he takes the brown and the blue, Alex Higgins can only tie with the pink and the black. Oh, and he's missed the brown. All the hard work to no avail, but the brown's come out safe. So now frame 5 is anybody's. A 4 point lead for Steve Davis. Now where's the brown going to end up? Now camera picks it up perfectly. It looks fairly safe. It's a tight one. It's going to be a very thin contact to pot this. Yeah. And Steve has played that quite hard up and down the table. And if he missed, he's not giving Alex an easy shot. It's a great shot from Alex Higgins. Davis taps the table in appreciation. Customary salute. Imagine the only shot he has here will be down the table off the bottom cushion to kick the brown from behind. It's a very risky shot. Both players need 3 balls to be sure of the frame. Well, if Davis has he's fluked a snooker behind the blue. It's very unlucky for Alex Higgins. And Alex, well, this is a chance for Davis. You have to say that even Steve Davis's long potting has not been tremendous in this match. And this is a bit more of a tester because he'll be queuing awkwardly behind the black. The camera point picks up there, the bridge hand behind the black ball. Tough shot. And where's that white? Oh dear, that's just got past the pink. Alex Higgins must wonder what he's got to do to win a game here. This blue would leave Alex needing pink and black to draw the frame. That's not to be. Yet more drama. Well, Alex needs all 3 balls to win the frame now. And this is his best chance. Great pot from Alex. His supporters applaud. Well,
11.
this is the frame they've been looking for. Higgins is back in the game.
5, please.
He rolls this ball in. Win by 10 points. 60 to 50. Listen to the crowd. Alex Higgins wins his first frame of the match and trails now by 4 frames to 1.